parking lots.
Parking lot used to tear it up in park. Let me tell you, y'all know that you recline that seat and you don't need the steering wheel in the way. So when that booty go up, the steering wheel ain't in the way.
You don't need no filters. You my rocket, you my perfect picture. Baby, you know I'm tryna kick it with ya. Ain't gotta wait till it gets dark. We can 106 and park. You be my rock, I be your big ticket. I'm tryna show you off. I'm tryna flaunt you. I'm obsessed with ya, baby, I want you. Let them watch ya. Tell them they can tune in. Show you how we do this. I put our love on a billboard, so you just need to look out your window.
What's going on, family? Welcome back to the Jacksons of Atlanta YouTube channel. Listen, guys, I'm your boy Justin. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those push notifications. And when you do, make sure you comment down below. Listen, guys, we're back with another banger video. Listen, we dropping banger videos all 2021. Listen, also, if you did not know, you can text me and MaHogany. That's right. You can send us a text and we will respond when we have our downtime, and we have times that we're not busy, which is not a lot, but we do have some time. We want to be able to respond to you and have conversations with you. So make sure you text that number, lock our number in, and then text us so we can lock your number in. You heard me? So guys, I am downstairs here at the house. It's been a long day and I'm actually tired, but we felt like to come together tonight and do a video for you guys about the places we had sex. That's right, the places, the locations where we had sex. You don't want to miss what's about to go downstairs. You ready to give me something to drink real quick before we go up? And then we're gonna go up here and see what Bae doing. What y'all be drinking? I want y'all to comment down below right now what y'all be drinking at home. What y'all be drinking? Y'all drinking sweet tea? What y'all be drinking? Tropical punch? What y'all be drinking? To be honest, we fill this gallon jug up. It says it's water, but it's not. We fill this gallon jug up and we basically put, you know, those little powder drinks, juices in there. And that's what we mostly drink because we have kids, so that's easy. It makes we make a couple gallons of that and get that, because those little cartons, shoot, they be gone in a day. You know, them little cartons you buy, them little tropical, them things be gone in a day. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna pour me something to drink and then we finna head upstairs. Let's get to it. The places we had sex. Here we go. Did you order a Big Daddy?
I sure did.
Oh, did you order a Big Daddy?
I sure did.
Yeah, you ain't ready for this.
Yeah.
I'm the finest thing that ever touched this world, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
I ordered you up.
Yeah,
I ordered you up.
Oh, you need to slobber me up too.
Can you see? There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Can I get some? Can I get some?
I guess.
So y'all, y'all ready to chat?
So we get ready to chat. What we talking about? I told them to see if you know. Remember what we supposed to be talking about tonight?
The places we had sex.
That's right. The places.
The places.
Oh,
I
had
remember.
sex.
I remember and I know.
Oh, okay, you know. All right, we get ready to drop the tea, right? Spill the tea. All right, guys, getting y'all all set up. Y'all see me?
Oh, they can
y'all see me? All right, what you eating? You ain't asked me that up on them. Give me one. Got a big bag. You know you black. You don't eat out the tube.
Child, I put them on in that bag right there.
So y'all, we here to talk about the places we had sex.
Y'all, it's gonna be good. Comment down below the places that y'all have had sex. This is, of course, an adult conversation.
The adult conversation. So if you ain't an adult, please see your way out.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna go back all the way to the beginning, to the first place we ever had sex. What was that?
Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, that was in a house. I guess that wasn't too elaborate. That was in a house.
Well, before we had our first encounter, we were doing oral sex.
You always gotta be so dang on detailed, Justin.
You
always gotta be so dang on detailed. Ain't nobody tell you to go all the way back there and grab that and bring it up here.
I'm real. Listen, the Bible said the truth shall set you what? Free. And I want to be free. Praise the Lord. The first time we ever did something was oral sex, and what we do that? Was that your house? or my parents' house?
I honestly can't remember.
Cause you love when I put my foot in that thing.
That was at my house, but that was like.
Listen, y'all. Listen, it wasn't on the preach. She was turning the preacher upside down. I was on the straight road and narrow until she came along. So I think it was like every day you got out of school on it.
Granddad Justin.
I'm telling it all. Listen, I put it on the table. Because the truth should set you what?
Free.
Praise the Lord. Tell your neighbor, this is a free conversation. We free in this conversation. So every day she just got school. I was working at the time. And she was, she wanted me always to meet her after school. And usually when she got out of school, we would go back to your house.
Did we?
Yeah, we would drag back to your house. And I'll be down there for you would cook dinner and all that stuff. You had to do all that, your daily tasks around the home that your mom wanted you to do. And then we would sit on the couch with the covers on. Let me tell y'all something.
I was doing a whole bunch of stuff there.
We would sit on the couch. Don't act like you got amnesia. Don't do that.
I don't remember that.
Don't do that.
I don't remember that.
No, I'm going to tell the story. We would sit on the couch for the rest of the night. I'd be there at about 10, 11 o'clock. Lord Jesus. My mom probably thought I was at church praying somewhere. But we'd be down there watching TVs. And while we was up under them, while that cover was laid on top of us, in the living room. Oh, you done got quiet. The co-host done got quiet. I know you ain't got quiet.
I don't know. I plead the fifth. I don't know what you talking about.
In the living room. See, y'all gotta watch them children that y'all got, and they put the covers on. Listen, cause when my kids go, you ain't put no covers on this house. Listen, the only thing that's coloring up in here is your mom and your daddy. But anyway, we would put the cover on, and we would be watching movies and stuff. And somehow I ain't gonna go too graphic to some of y'all, but my hand, we would do the do under them covers. You gotta watch them covers, cause them. I'm tell you why them covers dangerous. You can be doing stuff under it, people be talking to you. You be like, people coming in and out of the house, and y'all just, and you don't know where your hand up in something they don't supposed to be in. Listen, I'm telling it like it is. I tell you
one thing, my kids were.
Listen, they just Marcel, Mateo, and Milo better not have a hand in nothing. It not had a hand in nothing till they married.
Okay.
So that was the first time we started really doing something.
And then
from there, we actually did oil for a long time. And then I think did you graduate? Or you was getting ready to graduate?
Yeah, I was getting ready to graduate.
And I had moved out. I had actually moved to Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville, Virginia. I moved to Charlottesville, Virginia for a point in time in my life.
We ain't gonna talk too much about this because this is in our first time video that y'all can watch up there.
Yeah, go check that video. Our first time. I ain't gonna tell you too much. But I moved to Charlottesville, and down there in Charlottesville, you had ended up moving out of your mama's house. Moving out of mama's house. You move with me. You know what the Lord. We knew what the Lord was saying. We weren't doing what we supposed to be. We weren't obedient to the Lord. But we were moving. We were doing what the Lord was saying do.
Yeah.
And down there, that's when we did the do. When we had our first time. And
but I feel like things really didn't get popping till we really got
Hold on. What do you mean things didn't get popping? We were that first time. That was our first rodeo. What you talking about? Talking about things gonna pop. You make it sound like we did like a minute. We were gone. Cause you remember the house at that time we were staying at the townhome. The air conditioner went out.
I remember.
And boy, let me tell you.
There was so much a pedal sweat on me.
Let me tell you something.
Was full of
when
sweat.
it comes to sex, you don't care what the temperature is. But I can remember my back was. I hit that thing. That was first. Since you gotta understand, she was my first. And when I went up in there, she told me, she said, you come in here. If you come up in this, you never gonna come out of it. Child, I went up there and went to work up in that thing. Went to work, and let me tell you, that day, when I went to work, I did a marathon on that thing.
Child.
Life ain't a sprint. I went to running that thing faster than a race tracker. I went to running up in that thing.
Y'all.
Was drenched in sweat. Drenched.
That was a time.
And y'all don't know me. See, if you really know, you know I can't stand being hot. But I be hot on that. I was hot on that booty.
Yeah, you see two set of twins later.
Yeah, but we went a long time. That was in 2015. We didn't have kids till 2000.
I know, surprisingly, till 18.
18, and we were doing things unprotected.
Yeah, pull out method.
Pull out method. But as you know, as I got older and we got into this marriage, pull out method has gotten what?
Weak.
Tell your neighbor that WAP will make you weak. There we go. So that was our first time there. But up until then, before then too, let me back up. Another place we had right before our first time when we was doing oil. Another big place I remember we were doing oil. Remember we went to what they call that place?
Kmart.
Short Pump in Richmond, Virginia.
Short Pump, yeah.
And you did some all the way en route down to Richmond.
Yeah.
Come on, tell it like it is. Like, don't leave me out here on the limb. You was doing some all the way down there to Richmond.
I wish you would just keep the main thing, the main
This
thing.
is the main, the places we had sex. So we done did oil on the couch at the parents' house. Probably both parents' house. Pray for it. Then we had sex in Charlottesville. Before that, you did oil en route while I was driving.
Yeah, you said all freaky. Jesus Lord.
Told you I ain't the free one. If y'all follow me long, I'm gonna help y'all to understand I ain't the freaky one. Or all the way from Lynchburg to Richmond.
What's that, 2 hour drive?
2 hour drive, and didn't let up. Am I wrong? So we've done it, like I said, we've done it in the parents' home, on the highway, and our first time in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Now, what else did we have? Come on, you act like you.
After that, we did.
After we hit in Charlotte, we were basically, because we were still like, I was living in Charlottesville, you were living up here in Lynchburg, so we would get together. I think then we were just doing a bunch of. We was in the parking lots, remember the parking garages, having sex.
We let's see, what's some things we done did? I mean, even now we keep it spicy. We done did of course all over the house.
Oh yeah.
Kitchen.
The kitchen.
I mean the whole house. Sofa. Countertop. Everywhere, all in the house. Don't make no sense.
We done did it everywhere over the house.
Married her, you gotta keep it spicy.
I don't think I'm missing anywhere. Am I missing anywhere?
The church.
We had sex in the church. Go check out that video how we had our second set of twins.
Yeah, the church.
We have had sex in a church. It may sound bad, but go figure out what happened. Why?
Yeah, find
the detail before you start commenting. All over the house.
Family members' house.
Family member. Who family? Oh yeah, up in DC. Praise the Lord.
Where else? Parking lots.
Parking lot, used to tear it up in parking. Let me tell you, y'all know that you recline that seat. What that TikTok say? You recline that seat right. You can do a whole lot in a car, and you don't want a whole lot of console in the way.
Listen,
you don't want a whole lot of console. You need a car. You need a car that seat. You need them old school cars.
Yeah.
Cause that new stuff, let me tell you.
And how y'all hemmed up, all tight up in that thing.
You need the kind that you pull up and the seat go back. Not that electric, so you gotta wait. You need that kind to go. You need that kind, and so you can get to work on that thing. And you don't need the steering wheel in the way. You need one that you can adjust that steering wheel up, so when that booty go up, the steering wheel ain't in the way. But anyway, is that all the places?
I think so. I can't think of nowhere else.
Well, I think that's about it. Now, I want y'all to comment down below the places y'all done had sex. Y'all done had sex. Now, some of y'all don't supposed to be having it till you're married.
Listen.
But comment below the places y'all had sex. But I'll say this, looking back now, and I'm saying all this not to support having sex out of marriage. Let me make that clear again, because some people miss it. We're not supporting having sex out of marriage. Looking back now and where we are in life, I wish we would have had waited even longer.
Yeah.
How we repent and pray God for that. Yeah, we done all that. God forgave us. Listen, we ain't living there no more. God ain't living there. We move on.
Yeah.
So
many years ago, about 5, 6, 7 years.
But I will say, looking back on it, I wish we would have. We almost waited.
Yeah, we almost waited. It was about what, 3 months before?
3 months before.
3 months before we got
little ceremony we had.
Yeah, we had we did like just a piece, so we had like a small ceremony. But about 3 months. because for the first, while we were dating, I mean, for the first year and a half, we didn't do nothing.
We didn't do anything. But now looking back, wish we waited. And I encourage those to wait because you want to make sure your mind is clear.
Yeah.
I believe when you, and you can, I want you to kind of elaborate on this and focus on this and help us to understand. Because when you allow someone to come into you, I'm not saying she wasn't toxic. I don't believe that. But it didn't give me, I will say, in looking back over our relationship, it didn't give us clear mind when it came to certain things.
Yeah.
Because we had already did something before. There was a covenant there. And that's what a lot of people are doing things, but there's no covenant.
Right.
So can you elaborate more on why you think and why the Bible said why we should not have sex before marriage?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's all in my book. I'm not the girl I used to be.
Get the book. Get the book.
Listen, before I met my husband, I had went through a series of toxic relationships. And I will say, one reason you should definitely wait until you're married to have sex is because when you don't, you create a soul tie. And basically what a soul tie is, real quick, is it connects you with somebody real tight. And so to give you an example, God created it for marriage so that you could be connected with your spouse, so that when storms come up in your life, y'all stay together. That soul tie keeps you locked in no matter what. It's dangerous though when you do that and you're not married, because then when you with somebody and storms come and the lies come and the cheating come and all kind of crazy stuff that they shouldn't have even been doing, or when the red flags start coming, you glued together with somebody you shouldn't even be glued together with. So instead of you being wise and being like, okay, he's cheating, or okay, he's lying, I need to disconnect. You stuck and you blind and you can't even see. You just wrapped up in, oh, I love him, but really it's not even that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you need to wait. You know, God just spoke to me when you were saying that. It's better to be, watch this, and comment this down below. This is a point for you. It's better to be in, and I know this doesn't make sense and people don't say it, but this is, I want you to catch this as a point. It's better to be in a soul knot than a soul tie. Watch this. See, a tie can tie you down. People can tie you down. You can be tied down. And a tie doesn't last long. Come on. See, a tie doesn't, like, I can easily undo a tie. I can easily undo a shoe tie. But when something is knotted together, come on, you want to be in a covenant. When you are married and you tie the knot, watch it. Yeah. See, some of y'all are tying soul ties. Yeah. But you need to shift from tying the knot. So true. Because to me, when something's in a knot, it's more harder to get apart. Right. And that's so smart too. When they say you get married, you tie the knot. Tie the knot. Right. And because we're so busy tying soul tie, just like you tie your shoe. But sometimes, even when you tie your shoe becomes untied. It's not strong enough as a knot is. So you got to move to the place in your life, and you might be in a relationship now, and I'm not saying they are not the one. I'm not saying they are the one. But what we are saying is that you want to get to a place where you have God in your relationship. Yeah, and when you don't have sex and you able to hear God clearly, and you able to know the direction of your relationship, know where you, because before we had sex, we had already heard God clearly concerning our relationship, that we was gonna get married, yada yada, all of that. We heard him clearly about the future. We just didn't hear. We act like we had some hard ears and hard head when it came to having sex. We were disobedient. But I've learned over the course of my life, it's better to be obedient than disobedient. Right. Because your blessing is not in your disobedience, it's in your obedience. Watch it. Your blessing is not in your disobedience, it's in your obedience. And here's a good thing too, y'all. Say that you know that somebody is the one and you guys have already had sex. It's not too late to say, okay, God, I want to renew my relationship. I repent for what I did, and then start from that point on. Oh yeah. And be abstinent in your relationship. Because some of you are in a good relationship. You're just not, you just want to make sure you're obedient. Yeah. And you make God the focus. Right. And you strive to do it. Right. See, when you're not striving to do it and you're not trying to do it, God cannot bless it. Right.
See, God will never bless our disobedience. And we had to get to the point where we had to really pray and repent and say, God, we know this wasn't right. But when we got, I will say this, when we got married, when we tied the knot and won't tie soul ties, it felt like another, I'm trying to put it in a context. I want to say as a church person would say, it felt like a glory, but it felt a new wind. It felt like another atmosphere. When we got married, that little small justice of peace ceremony, we're going to have a big wedding soon. But when we had that small justice of peace ceremony and after it was done, it felt like a weight was lifted off. We felt renewed and we felt like, oh, the bed is undefiled now. We about to tear. I'm about to tear. That's what I was, in my mind. I felt it. I won't just like, come on, kiss me. We doing this because we trying to get, we got to go on just peace so we can go, because I go and tear this so we can stop. No, we wanted to get married because we knew it was God's will. Secondly, but when we felt it, we felt like we were at peace. God was at peace. God was pleased with us. That was the most, I'd rather be pleasing in his sight than not pleased.
I agree 100%. So listen, and I also say when you do make the decision to be absent and to, be focused on God in your relationship, it'll weed out who's there for sex and who's there for the long haul.
Now I want you to talk about it, because there may be somebody watching right now that is in a relationship that they're not supposed to be. And what should they do? Because what's really holding them and holding some people, sometimes it's the love. Well, you think it's love, but it's lust. That's a whole sermon right there. Love or lust, which one is it? But what would you tell somebody that's kind of keep going back? They keep going back. Some people going back, they'll just be, I met some people, they be telling just the kitty cat cooch is so good, the thing is so good. How can you help that person that is because then that term goes from not just a soul tie, then it becomes an addiction.
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
Some people's soul tie is an addiction.
Yeah, so true.
So what would you tell that person that's about and keep going back? Keep going back. Because in your book, from my understanding, you kept going back.
Yeah, definitely.
What first of all, help us to understand what keeps you going back. Put us in that person's mindset. What keeps you going back?
Yeah, so it's pretty much like a cycle. So once you have had sex, you open up the door, like I said, to being extremely blinded. So you think that you're in love, but really it's lust. You know what I'm saying? Because all those guys that I thought I was in love with, none of them felt like the relationship with my husband, which was true love, if that makes sense. So, you basically are like, I love this person. No one's going to love me like they love me. Nobody's going to know my body like they love me. So then when they do something, when they cheat on you, when they disrespect you, you like, okay, I'm so done with them. Like, I'm going to stop talking to them. Then they send you like that little text, like, hey, stuff. You'll ignore it because you're trying to move on a little bit, but then you go on and slip on in. Then y'all end up having sex again. Then you just like, oh my gosh, I love him. He gonna do better this time. Then he gonna cheat again. And then it just repeats over and over. And it's just pretty much you stay in there because you're trying to be hopeful. And then you get to that place where you like you just believe that they have potential. But the thing about potential is potential ain't promised. So they can have potential, but are they gonna act on it? 9 times out of 10, no.
You can't be in love with potential.
Okay?
You can't.
And so you keep going back and back, thinking that something's gonna change, and it don't. And you get in your mind, I'm not gonna, because I used to think, nobody gonna love me like they love me. Nobody gonna know my body like they know me. Nobody gonna be like that. No. And all of those is toxic lies that you tell yourself to stay with somebody that's a joker when God wants to send you a king, sis, that'll get you, listen. When I say your king is made for you, I don't care who you slept with before, who you been with before, that king that God got for you, fit you like a glove. And not just sex, but in all areas, honey.
Listen, I fit this thing like a glove.
It's worth disconnecting from them toxic.
Yeah, well, I know it. You better know it. And that is so true. You gotta get to a place, I think people, they be looking for something in it. Like you said, the person keeps going back on a hopeful. You're hoping. Yeah. I'm hoping they get better. They're going to get better. And this is what I believe people tell themselves in toxic relationships. And this is not just with, we're dealing with, significant others and things like that, romantic. But this is even with family and friends. You keep telling, they're going to get better. It's going to be all right. They didn't mean to do it. Right. The devil is a liar. You got to come out of the place where you stop hoping and realize it is
what it is.
what it is.
So true.
You got to realize it and come out of that place and realize sometimes you just gotta accept people for being them.
Yeah.
Some of y'all keep being, this is the problem with a lot of you. You keep going back, oh, I wish they'd get better. They gonna get better. And you won't accept the fact that that's who they really are.
Yeah.
A cheater will always be a cheater. You know, after a while, if you don't get, you know, a person abusing you will always be abusing you. You gotta come to a place where you gotta stop hoping for people to get better and stop trying to, you know, stewards people to get better and protecting them and stand by them. Oh, I know they're gonna get better, better might be 20 years from now.
Listen.
And you gonna look back and you've been with somebody 20 years. Man. You've been with a joker 20 years when you could have been with your king. Man. So now you end up wasting 20 years of your life. You might as well waste 20 years of your life behind bars than waste 20 years of your life with a joker, because it's basically the same thing.
Man, wasted time.
Wasted time.
I know so many people right now unhappy in a marriage. They went ahead and married the joker. Unhappy in the marriage. That's what I'm saying, y'all. You can't change nobody. Even if you in a toxic relationship right now, you say, oh, okay, I want to get it under God. And you get married. If they were toxic before the marriage, they're going to be toxic now. And a marriage ain't going to make them be the one.
It make it worse. And a lot of you, and I'm going to say that, and I've said this in plenty of videos, the reason you will never know what true love is, the reason you will never be able to be exposed to true love, the reason that you will be able to look at people in marriages and you admire them, but you say you think you'll never have it, is really for some of you. This is for some of you. It's because you're occupying the position. Yeah. You're occupying you're occupying that space with a joker. When God wants to send you a king. Yeah. And God will never bless you with something new when you keep being attached to something old.
Man, that's a whole message right there. That's a whole message. I mean, that's the truth. And the same applies to me. And I know we say joker, drop the joker for the king. But I mean, it's the same thing. Drop the joker for the queen. Like men the same way.
Same way. You got some, and it's not just men. You got some women and some doggish women out here. You got some thoughts out here. You got some out here. You got boys on both sides. Yeah. And even like I say, some men get attached to it. You got to let it go. If she toxic, let it go. If she got the habits because she got the habits of from her mother or whatever, or something that's been done to her over in childhood in her life, and she don't want to let it go, you need to let her go. Y'all, in 2021, everybody that is watching this video, you got to come to the place in your life where you got to learn something that's very simple. It seems hard, but very simple. Let them go.
Seriously, y'all, it'll take so much stress off of you.
It will. You gotta let them go. You cannot afford to continue to be attached to things that are toxic, because when they are toxic, they're gonna make you a toxic. And when they make you a toxic, they're gonna make everything connected to you toxic.
That's so true. So, y'all, stop thinking that having a happy marriage, a happy family, beautiful kids and stuff is not for you. It's simply you're not with the right person that you can do those things with. I used to think that stuff would never happen for me, but really it was about letting go of toxic and getting what God wanted.
Listen, guys, this has been a great conversation.
Y'all.
Talking about sex.
Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, when I get off this live, I'm gonna tear me some booty up. Because I'm letting y'all know, a lot of people, I want to say this and we get ready to go. You know, a lot of people, they say, why y'all so sexual and stuff? It's not about being sexual. I like to express and let people know it's fun being married.
Listen.
It's fun having sex, and I ain't got to get up and say, oh, Lord, change my heart. I don't care if you like it or not. This who I am, and I ain't changing nobody for it, baby.
Listen.
Ain't changing nobody.
And I don't care what nobody make it seem like marriage is lit, and that's why we express how our marriage is, because people will make you think that being in all these little different relationships, having sex, sleeping around all these people is lit. No, marriage is lit. Young marriage is popping.
Listen, don't follow what culture do.
Right.
Follow what Christ do.
Right.
Listen, you need to get married, or when God sends you somebody, be married and have sex. Have sex in the car.
Everywhere.
Have sex in the garage. Have sex on the refrigerator, top of the dryer. Have sex everywhere. And listen,
folk, keep that thing spicy.
Keep it spicy.
Having sex in no bed, man.
Keep spicy. And women, like I told my wife that time, she told me too. Women don't be coming in there wearing them old gowns. Go down at Victoria's Secret. Log on to Fashion Nova. Log on to what's that other one? To be Savage Infinity. Log on somewhere. They right on Instagram. And get you some lingerie for your husband. Men, you do the same thing. Don't be asking her to wear a whole bunch of stuff and you ain't did none yourself. If you need to get in the gym like I did, get in the gym. But let me tell you something, don't let these rose fool you.
Listen.
I like when she called me Big Papa. Listen, we gotta get out of here. I'm Justin. Listen, we need you to hit that subscribe button and turn on those push notifications. Lastly, make sure you text us. Text us. If you got some relationship questions, relationship things that you need to talk about, you want to talk to MaHogany or me, address it to who you want to talk about, and we, at our best and our earliest convenience, we will get back to you. Listen, we got to get out of here. If you keep it locked,
We gonna keep it lit, baby.
listen, these are the places we had sex. Listen, peace.
Never be a boy, so you just need to look out your window. Show the whole city I'm all yours. Let me put us on display.